Welcome back to Evil Genius 2 World Domination. So, since the last episode, I recorded the previous 4 episodes in one quotation mark end batch, at least in the same day. And I wanted to address a couple of things in regards to questions and comments there, in no particular order. I've already answered a couple of the comments, and I thought that it would be a good idea to also mention these specific things on camera. Not that I'm on camera, but live. So, first of all, I've had many suggestions in the direction of having the base optimized this way or another. As I mentioned in, I think, both the first episode and also in the stream that I did, Evil Genius 1 was a game that I played extensively, and a lot of what is present here in the second game also is very relevant for based on the knowledge that I have from that game. There are differences, for sure. One of them being that in Evil Genius 1, I distinctly remember that the cameras were what set the tags on agents, like I'm doing now with the security zones. I seem to remember that it was the cameras that did these tags, not setting up zones. And I think this is an improvement to that, because it doesn't mean that the cameras need to be manned. So that's something. But one thing that I have had suggested multiple times was to have one room dedicated for lockers and then one room dedicated for beds. And yes, having one room for lockers is definitely a good idea, but not this early in the game. And the reason for that is it's a pain to move them around, and you don't want a room dedicated for lockers to take up space that, for instance, you need for the control room or extending your power plant, or let alone things that I have out here. So lockers probably is something that is more relevant, like up at the corner here or something, somewhere far away, somewhere that doesn't bother me. Set and forget, just put a room full of lockers and just retain it there. This might be a good spot, for instance. Or even down in the basement, in one of the corners down here. But I don't want to have to mess around with having to move the lockers later on. So I guess this is the closest you come to a room that's dedicated to lockers. Of course, you can use walls creatively, like what I did in the science room, to make sure you get more beds in a bedroom area. However, I recommend having multiple small bedroom areas all across the base so that it's easier for your minions to go to bed and sleep when they need to, and then quickly get back to what they were doing, because they will usually go to the closest one. The same applies for the mess halls. It does apply for the staff rooms, so that you can have them go relax. It also applies for the archives to replenish their smarts. And to a certain extent, it does also apply to the infirmaries, but not to the same extent, because the infirmaries are more... You want those close to the areas where actual combat happens, and not that useful, because they won't go there unless they have lost vitality, which they usually don't unless they go into combat. But the smarts and the morale, those are good to replenish, and of course replenishing those are done in staff rooms and and also in the archives. So these rooms are fairly important, but they also need to rest. Like the this recharges and restores all of their stats, as far as I'm aware. Also the incinerator. When you design your base, take care how you design it. You want suspicious objects to be difficult to find. Now, when the agents come into the base, and provided they are not tagged, there's nothing here that they will find suspicious as per se. Like, it's not very suspicious that there's a mess hall behind the cover operation, nor is it suspicious that there's a sleeping area here. However, it might be suspicious if they find a re-education chair, or the EGTV might be suspicious, I don't know. I'm not sure about the intensive care pods, but the science stuff, that's definitely suspicious. Why would a casino require impact analyzers, for instance? Holding cells, definitely quite suspicious. Incinerators? Yeah. Let's just leave it at that. So, you want the front part here to be as inconspicuous as possible, while keeping the other more suspicious things at the back. Or hidden away. I also saw someone asking how you can distract agents. Well, there is one way you could do it. You could build a corridor. Like, I could do this. I'm not gonna do it. You could build a corridor like this. Then you could, at the end of that corridor, you could, let's see here, where is it? Vault. You could do this. Do a 3x3. I think you need a 3x3. Should suffice. Like that. Put down a stockpile of gold. Like that. And then cover this place with traps. Now, you may have noticed that I do not have any traps. So, for me, that's rather irrelevant. Well, I do have these traps. They don't really do that much. This is a... I don't remember exactly what the boxing glove does, but this one does affect their stats. There are various traps in the game that affects the stats in various manners. Some of them outright damage them, others do not damage them. So, for instance, and this is just an example, the bee trap, this one drains their resolve. So many bees will make them just want to leave the island. Shark tank, kind of guess that's going to kill them. Flamethrower, that's probably definitely going to kill them. Also, bubble cannon. So yeah, you can make a distraction corridor. Just make sure that the tourists don't get in there. That would be bad. Also, I've had a couple of comments and questions in regards to the cover operation. All of these are set to scam tourists. That does mean that they are not, as far as I know, working on reducing the skills of the agents. That is on purpose. I want the intel, so I want them to come in here. I might even remove the automatic tagging for distraction here, because I want to capture them, I want to interrogate them, and I want to get the intel. And I also want to extend this room and do a little bit of refurbishing on that room, which is definitely something that we want to do in this episode. But our primary goal for this episode is to complete the research project for the Venom sample. Yeah, also keep in mind your technicians. You want technicians to be able to get the stuff easily, because they need to be able to service things. And they are the only ones that actually improve the durability of your items. So they'll need to go around the base, but they are not suspicious, so that's good. Money also is not really an issue, especially not if playing on easy as I'm doing, so...
Research has been paused.
Just a matter of being reasonable with the use, doing things a little bit at a time. Was there anything else I wonder? No, I don't think so for now. I think I've covered the most important subjects there. But in accordance to what I just said, what we want to do is extend this room. I don't know how much. I think I'll just do this. Because we need many items in there. And might also be a good idea to have a door. We don't want saboteurs to come in there. I don't care if rogues can bypass that. So we'll have a reinforced door there. Keep in mind that those more advanced doors also require power. The basic one does also require power, but 10 versus 1 is a significant difference. So just be aware of that too. No idea how I should ramp this room. I know one thing we can do, which is move these to here, which means I can move this big screen down here instead. It'll give us some more room to do stuff up there. And then I might just as well dig that out.
Your criminal networks need more broadcast strength to maintain.
Yes, we are working on that.
Broadcast strength resumed.
Do note that at the current point I am in the game is the longest that I've played. I have not played a companion campaign on the side. So the quote-unquote knowledge that I've shared so far is based on what I remember from playing Evil Genius 1, which I played extensively, and also a couple of things I've seen from other people testing and streaming. So yeah. Oh yeah, someone mentioned keyboard shortcuts. I tend not to use those. Personal matter of taste, basically. So if you see me doing like tagging minions automatically, tagging agents or manually with the mouse, it's just I prefer doing it that way. But there are indeed keyboard shortcuts for those of you who might be wondering. You have keyboard shortcuts for, where are they? Here, where you can for instance, tag for distract, tag for capture, tag for terminate, use special abilities, and things like that. I tend to not use keyboard shortcuts in this specific game. Although, J, not sure if it works. No, it just focuses on their current job, so to me that's also not useful. Would have been weird if you could set them to manually do something just using a keyboard shortcut while you couldn't be doing it using the mouse. Like telling them to work on a station. Wouldn't make sense. I'm gonna speed this up a little bit. We're waiting for that research to complete. One thing that I wanted to find out though that I'm not aware or I'm not sure about. Okay, so these guys have been tagged for distraction. Let's pause the game and instead tag them
that intruder
for...
found and captured now.
Not you. You.
I want that intruder captured. Hunt them down.
And you.
I want you to find and capture that intruder, idiots.
And someone asked about what does toggle Lair high alert do? Well, if I now start the game up again, these guys will start fighting, and that's it. See these other guys? These are reacting. These one are not really bothered. Enable high alert.
Sound the alarms.
You see everyone is on high alert. It's like enabling red alert. Everyone will run and engage.
Research has been paused.
So you want to use high alert when you are in a situation where you have combat going on.
Research has resumed.
It does make all your minions more active.
We have captured an agent.
You go to that one.
What are there had better be a good reason.
Also, don't forget you can use the genius for combat. It's just I don't.
An agent has been subdued and captured.
Unless it is necessary, of course.
We have captured an agent.
And since I'm working on the intel, that's why I'm not brainwashing them. We do need more minions, though. I'm wondering if I should recruit some manually. 30 is a bit low. Yeah, we'll go to 50. We have capacity for 42 more, so... Expect to use that manual hire button more and more frequently as the game progresses.
A trap has been triggered.
Especially if you use the schemes frequently, which you'll really have to do if you want to make lots and lots of money.
An interrogation has succeeded.
Can click these
on the world stage.
to get quickly to wherever the last thing was. You can also click that one.
An interrogation has succeeded. We have more intel.
I'm not sure if I should keep you standing around there. Not sure why I didn't just extend this one further. So I can have more beds here.
Your scientists have discovered something.
That was what I was going to check out. Okay, so now we are going to research the Venom sample. That costs us 45,000 gold, which is a lot, but we have enough. So let's do that. Don't know how far or how long that'll take us, but I wanted to check the guards. Do they have more than one weapon?
Research has begun.
No, they don't. So they'll take one weapon based on what you have available. Interesting. We want stun gun racks. They were surprisingly inexpensive. I think I'll remove the stun... No. Actually, I'll remove all of these. Club racks and stun club racks. I want my guards to use the stun guns for now. But I should check how many guards I have. Yeah, I'm going to have to up the number of guards as well. 10 is not going to cut it at all. So let's keep one of these. Again, I'm wondering if I should make use of the... Can I place that there? That seems weird. Maybe I can. I want to fill in this. And we want to train more guards, just so I don't forget. So this one is fairly quick to research, that's good.
Time way ahead of you. Yes. Get this done now.
Not sure if that increases their speed, but at least it makes them focused on the jobs here.
I'm thinking.
Now this drains her morale now, because I don't have the tutorial thing anymore. So keep that in mind when you use those abilities. It drains something, like this costs 60 smarts. And she'll have to go back to her magnificent desk to cover that.
Your scientists have made a breakthrough.
Once you know what Venom is, encourage your guests to give you the location of the only existing sample. So we have the Venom sample researched. I want to research the staircase. But I can build stairs now. Main objective completed. You have successfully lured 3 former Justice scientists to your lair. Thanks to them, or thanks to them, you have learned exactly what Venom can do, and it's exactly what you were looking for. It will be the ink with which you write your manifesto. And we can collect the rewards. We get 5 workers and 5 intel. That's good.
Venom. What a fascinating idea. A gas to induce the deepest bloodlust. It could work.
She said very calculatingly.
Deployed worldwide, it could cause the war to end all wars.
Indeed. Humanity would shrug off all pretenses of being anything besides the vicious beasts I know them for.
Yes.
Ma'am, I'm afraid we don't have the logistical support for a global operation.
I know that well. That will be our next step. To grow into a tree mighty enough to bear this poisonous fruit.
Yum yum. So now we have
Research has
a
begun.
moment's calm. Can unlock new minion types, and we need to complete some loot side stories. Which brings me to the question. Let's pause the game while I have a look at these. Aha! Minion recruitment. Again? Okay, well, no. Going against the grain. I'm not going to invite any kind of super agent to the island. Absolutely not. Not yet. However, getting the socialite, that seems very interesting. So, business at the casino is booming. Your valets are rushed off their feet keeping up with all the tourists' exasperating antics. It's time to train some minions to deal with them.
We have a problem. The casino is crawling with tourists. They're everywhere. They've left us no place to hide.
Isn't that a good thing? It sounds like business is booming.
You'd think so, but we can't get to the agents. More and more are slipping through before we can get to them.
That just won't do. Double the shifts. Cancel your leisure time. Drink more coffee. Do whatever it takes.
Like this, drink more coffee.
Meanwhile, I'll get a team to find someone to distract the tourists. Celebrities should know what to do.
Yes. Okay.
A scheme has succeeded.
Now there was another thing mentioned that is also relevant. When you have a scheme running, these things are not blinking, and that is a very good tip indeed. So look for them blinking very, very intensely. It means you do not have a scheme running. So yeah. How much heat do we have? F5. This will gain 15. This billionaire Lepidopterist is the life of any party, carrying a thick binder wherever they go, filled with the corpses of beautiful insects that they name in monotonous detail. What is their secret? We'll do that, and then it's time to get some more of these money schemes up and running.
Side story begun.
20,000. There's one more area. It would be here. 50,000. Wow. Scheme. And that should be all of the areas running schemes again. Now we need to go back and have a look at the control room. I'm not entirely sure what to do with the control room because I want this to be more efficiently decorated. So, can I move this one in here? I can. That's interesting. Not sure that will work. That might also... Oh, it will work. Because at some point we are going to need computer consoles, and I think that point is nearer rather than farther away. Okay, so how does these... Oh, these things are rather small, actually. I don't like that one. It's stupid. Move that. And to be honest, I think I want to turn those... you know what, I'm gonna put them at the wall instead. These... that won't work, annoyingly enough. That will work, but it does look silly. How about there? And then that one should fit there. Okay, so that's a little bit better. Sure. Yeah, this will be a little bit better, I think. These are not really that expensive either. Just get them in there. Now this place is all wrong. And I guess sell this because I... Oh, not really. All rooms. Like this. I have 21 money or power left. We are going to need more generators. Not that these take that much power, but they take enough power that we are going to have issues here. Confirm. And we need to build more nuclear generators. Oh, I've done that. Rather stupidly, haven't I? Because they need to be able to move. So they can actually get to the generator to service it. And now we're going to run out of power when I do this, but that's not... There we go, 50,000, 120. Yeah. It's gonna be power off somewhere along the line. Do we have any agents on the island?
Your broadcast strength has run out.
Not that I can see.
Not enough gold to complete this construction.
Oh, that's fine. We are getting enough in anyways, as is, so worried about that. You have one weapon. I wish it would tell me the weapon. I mean, I can see that he's wearing a baton. But is this the wrong one? Oh, this is the stun club.
Your criminal networks need more broadcast strength to maintain.
Yeah, we're working on that. Not sure why we get this one. Oh, you run out of broadcast strength. Did they leave on the floor here? Probably the machines. Yeah, because they hadn't dug out the room. That used a fair bit of our gold, but I would say that that was worth it. This room now looks a little bit more, I don't know, shall we say clean? Now it would be good to have some computer consoles so we could get intel. This is also a bit silly on the size of it. We have 2 of these here, maybe 4 of them. Could even have a little space between them. That will gather us some intel at least, and it won't cost us that much, neither in gold nor... Wait. Yeah, I think we'll have them there instead. Just to have that little extra walking space. It looks a bit better. $101 minions, good. Waiting for them to return that.
What?
You should probably stop doing that and go back to your lair and recharge.
Time to rest my legs.
Yes.
All of them.
Yes, indeed. And people are wondering why I wanted to play Emma. And probably not. One thing that I should do is remove that wall, because that is just unnecessary. This room is also too big. And I should have an eating room here, I think. You know what, we're gonna do that, because this room with the re-education chairs, I need more of them. So let's add a couple more of those. They are 15,000, so they are expensive. And then we can fill in the wall there. Confirm that. And we want to have an eating room. That doesn't need to be very large. I don't remember the size of these things. They are 4. So they can be like this. So we want to have one more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And we'll leave it like that for now. I have plans here. But alas, those plans will have to wait for the next episode, because we have reached the end of this one. And I hope that some of the tips that I gave in this episode were useful to you guys. Not really. At least not for now. So, yeah. If you do have any nefarious or devious questions, or even outright evil comments, do please feel free to leave them in the comment section. They are most welcome. And of course, as always, I invite you cordially to join our Discord server. You'll find the link to that in the description. There's not too much evil going on there, but there's a lot of plotting and scheming, which is always fun. For now, thank you all so much for joining me, and I will be seeing you all in the next episode.